Yo, what is up, guys? Abdullah Ayubi with the one and only Siam. And yeah, we're gonna talk about this New York Giants Commanders game. Abdullah, how do you feel about that?
All right. Sorry guys, this is part two. Nadi had to go. He accidentally ended the live stream. I'm here with my good friend Siam, who is a Giants fan, who actually didn't want the Giants to win today, but we'll get into that.
We need Caleb Williams.
Yeah. Overall, we were ranting a little bit, as usual. Siam, what are your thoughts about this? I don't know, is it encouraging, disappointing win for the G-men?
I mean, it's always good, to win a game, right? I'm not gonna be mad that we're winning a game, but the defense played well. Defense balled out. Our D line went crazy. Wing Martindale, did good. Just an all around good win for the defense. I feel like our offense could have been a bit better in the second half. They took a more like conservative approach, like to try to run the ball, let the defense win the game. Like I could see that Dable and like Mike Kafka didn't have like so much confidence in our O. But yeah.
Yeah, I think in the second half we talked about it how like Kafka was playing to not lose instead of to win.
Yeah, that's what he always does,
You can tell that with that approach. But I mean, I get it's like a divisional game, like anything could happen. But I mean, going into this game, bro, I mean, the Giants, no one expect like very minimum people thought that they were gonna win, and
Yeah.
it's just the Commanders, bro. Like it's just a terrible spot where they're gonna win 6 to 7 games. It's inevitable, and they get like a mid-draft pick, and they draft a guy who they're not going to use. So it is completely frustrating. But you talked about how you didn't want the Giants to win today. Are you sold on like wanting to draft Caleb Williams?
I wouldn't mind, honestly, getting Caleb Williams on our roster, honestly. Daniel Jones, like, he really hasn't done anything, these first games this season. And we could see Tyrod Taylor did a lot more, with a lot less, with a way worse O line. I'm pretty sure, like, not one of our day one starters was starting today. So Tyrod Taylor did a lot more that Daniel Jones could have done, like, this whole season in a game. But except the Cardinals game, Daniel Jones did good that game, but that was pretty much it. Um, but yeah, I wouldn't mind honestly if we get the number one pick. Like I'm pretty sure like the season, like you said, like Commanders, we're gonna be in that 6 and 7 win, maybe even lower range. But yeah, if we get Caleb Williams, I'm down for that. I'm all in.
Yeah, I just think like I don't know, especially after giving Jones that much money, like you do think about like, oh, like how much would the pay cut be? I don't know how much it would be, and also like, do they have any keep? I mean, Saquon they gave him one, so they have to resign him. I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, so I think for the Daniel Jones deal, it's 80 million guaranteed. So it's 40 million guaranteed first year, and then second year 40 million. So after next year, we could probably get rid of him. But again, I don't know what the Giants organization wants to do. If they want to keep him, if they still believe in him. So yeah, Saquon, yeah, he is a free agent. Um, and I believe, yeah, we probably are gonna end up re-signing him. Honestly, it's like a 3 year, 4 year deal.
I think it's a smart decision because he is the focal point of the offense.
Yeah.
Really makes a big difference when he's not playing. The Giants, I wanted to talk about how their defensive front stepped up today. I know the Commanders' offensive line is putrid, but again, guys like Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Kayvon Thibodeau, they stepped up and desperation, bro. Like when you're at home and what was it like defensively, like going into this game, obviously the defense wasn't as bad compared to the offense, but going into this game, I mean, you played a good game against Buffalo, and then you have the Commanders, and it was just a lot of opportunities where the Giants could have easily given up. Like one example was like Kayvon Thibodeau pick six, where it's like Matt Ryan was talking about how like when you're a 1-5 team, that happens. Like you missed out on key opportunities. But what were your thoughts on the Giants defensively today?
Yeah, they balled out as you saw. Deontay Banks got his first pick today. Dexter Lawrence went off. Leonard Williams went off. Kayvon did good. Got a lot of pressure. Honestly, it was a good win. We kind of like let up at the end because I guess our offense wasn't as doing so much. So maybe our defense was getting tired out because they were just on the field like for so much of the fourth quarter. So, uh, I mean, man.
Oh boy,
Hey, man. I mean, man. So yeah, the defense stepped up in the first half, but they let up a little bit. But they, as you saw, they closed the game out good. So that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah, enough talk about the Giants, bro. This is not New York sports zone.
Sorry.
Sadly, I have to go back about this team. Bro, that interception by Sam Howell, Jahan Dotson, you just sail it over clearly would have got to him, and it was just so underthrown. And again, there were just plays where Sam was just taking too long, and the scheme wasn't fitting. Like, come on, you clearly know that Wade Martindale is like the most aggressive defensive coordinator in the NFL, and still you don't help him out until like the end of the second half where you start doing rollouts. Yeah, that was completely frustrating, dude. Commanders are 3-4, Giants are 2-5. So both teams, it's honestly I don't know. I mean, the Giants, who do they play next week? Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, usually I think Sam hopped off the bandwagon. At least watch.
Yeah. Jets.
Yeah,
I
the
think we
Jets.
can get that done. We can get that done.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean the Giants. The one thing I always talk about when it comes to Dable when he won Coach of the Year last year, the fact. Oh, Sam kind of glitched out there. Sorry, you're back. The fact that
Back.
Dable. Yeah, we're talking about last year. The fact that Sam, the internet's kind of going crazy right now. But the fact that this team went 2 years ago from where they were until now, like we're going to the playoffs, winning a playoff game, and we're headed in year 4 of Ron Rivera. Just stuck in our own ways, bro. Really, there's nothing much else to be said. This Commanders team is embarrassing to watch, and as a fan, it sucks. Sam, you're back.
I'm back, baby. Come on now.
And back. I was just talking about how like it's year 4 in Ron Rivera, and we're still stuck in the same ways. And I know the Giants are the best team in football right now, but at least they won a playoff game last year. So that like it's just like they can like the ability to turn it around is there. It's just organization, coaching staff. For all my life of being a fan of this sorry putrid team, it's just really hasn't been good.
I feel like honestly, like I think the Ron Rivera experiment is over. They have for like the past 4 or 5 years, something like that. I feel like at this point it's not even gonna work anymore. Like maybe his coaching style is just not it. It just doesn't fit with. I guess I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It's just clearly not a fit. So
Yeah, I think when it comes to discipline and being a man of like, like we're serious, like Ron Rivera, yeah. But when it comes to the X's and O's, you need a young guy. You can't have a guy like Ron Rivera was just so old school, bro. Respect. A lot of his success in Carolina could be stemming from the fact that he had Cam Newton, an MVP, and that Luke Kuechly and a great defense. So it's just so many factors to talk about. He's a great guy. I know. First year became head coach, he had cancer. You know, they won the NFC East at 7-9. But it's like it's over. Like you can respect the man, but when it comes to coaching, he's not it at the answer, and it's sad because throughout the history of this year, or my being a fan of this team, you see coaches like Mike McDaniel, Sean McVay, Matt LaFleur, Kevin O'Connell. There's so many guys out there. It's just we're always picking the wrong guy. It's kind of like a girl always choosing the bad guy, instead of the actually good guy to marry. It's
now we're speaking my language here. Come on now.
it's just a good analogy there. It's just it sucks, bro. It really does. But the only way up from here is the only way direction to go is up from being this low right now as a fan, because being stuck in the middle. But I think that's about it now. Am I missing anything about the game?
No, I think that's honestly you hit all the vocal points. One thing honestly, I feel like the Commanders might need is I think they need like that number 2 guy. Like they had Torrey McLaurin obviously is there. I think they need to replace Logan Thomas. Like this guy was a quarterback in college. What he has no business playing tight end here. So maybe that Georgia tight end Brock Bowers, maybe target him in the draft. Nice little number 2 for Sam Howell or whoever they end up drafting, or just another receiver like Jahan Dodson. Like I know did you complain about him for dropping that pass? Yeah. So I'm not sure if he can be like a number 2. Maybe he's shown flashes last year, this year, but I don't have confidence in him to be a number 2. Maybe a number 3. Yeah, Curtis Samuel, like he drops in and out, so I don't know about him. So.
Yeah. I think going to tight end point, it's true, bro. Ever since that dirty hit that Ngakoue had on Logan Thomas in his second year in Washington, his first year was pretty good. It was a cheap signing, pretty decent, but it just really hasn't looked the same. Very slow, and sometimes has butterfingers. And I think when it comes to a young QB, 2 things: his blanket, his tight end, and a good offensive line. Clearly, that's what we don't have in Washington right now. So Brock Bowers, just someone athletic, bro. Like for example, look at in KC, you had Travis Kelce. There's a reason why Bama was so successful. So it very much goes hand in hand. And Jahan, I mean, first round pick, he has showed flashes last year, but bro, he's really stinking up. And I remember he went on a podcast this offseason, Second Wind, and talked about how it's just talked all that and just not be able to produce, bro. It sucks. It really does suck. But that's Commanders football right now. They are 3-4. Hopefully, Ron Rivera is no longer the coach come tomorrow morning, but he's probably gonna ride out the rest of the season. Play the Eagles next week. Probably another loss. But knowing this team, who knows? They might fight and give us hope until the end of the game.
So
That's pretty cool.
I got a question for you here.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Sam Howell, I believe you said he has like some Mahomes-esque in him. Do you believe maybe next year? Do you think they move on from him? Maybe improve the line, draft someone, sign someone. What you think in that QB
Well, I think
situation?
so for context, it was week 1 when Sam Howell threw his first touchdown pass. It was a sidearm throw, and I said, "Oh, that's Mahomes-esque," and I guess everyone took it, blew out of proportion. It's been so right now 3-4. It's been 7 games. I think Sam has shown flashes to be the guy, but there are also a lot of things he has to work on. But I think those things are fixable. I think if like somehow we like see that, oh yeah, again, there's flashes, he has good games. I think you keep him for another year and just build the offensive line. Because again, bro, if your offensive line is atrocious, like how much of the blame actually goes to the QB? And that was his one knack in UNC was he was holding the ball for too long. So I say he's shown he's not like the quarterbacks in the past where like a couple of games that we can just tell, oh yeah, they're not it. No, Sam has the grip, has the might, and I know like there was like some plays where it's like, what are you doing? But there was some passes thrown today that were it's like, okay, yeah, that's something that we like to see. But that being said, guys, thank you again, Siam, for joining this last year. I know it was last minute. We were just together watching that game. Make sure you are like, comment, subscribe to the DMV Sports Zone channel. We like to push out as much fire content out there as possible. Follow us on all social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, at DMV Sports Zone. Yeah, man, this team sucks. Nothing new. Peace.